Good Monday morning, world. It's QuaranTEAtime with Celeste time, and it's episode number 98. We're only 2 episodes from number 100. And today I am just having leftovers of that iced tea pitcher that I made yesterday with this Pukka Blackcurrant Beauty organic tea with deliciously deep purple fruits to help you glow inside out and out. Inside and out. Where are my words? Am I glowing yet? Inside and out. All right, let's have, maybe I'm not. Maybe I need a little blackcurrant beauty to make that happen. Delicioso. Actually matches my nails this color, huh? Okay, so let's get right into it. I have a few quotes for you today. However, it is quite possible you may never have heard of these people that I am quoting. So Giacomo Leopardi was a poet, and he was born not in the 1800s, not in the 1900s, but in the 1700s. He was born in 1798. Episode number 98, born in 1798. Oh, interesting, right? So he said, no human trait deserves less tolerance in everyday life and gets less than intolerance. I know it's a little hypocritical, and sometimes it sounds conflicting that you to be intolerant of the intolerant. But I just don't see any way for us to move together forward for equality and unity until we say that we are not going to put up with intolerance anymore of people of different races and colors and religions. We need to all come together, and we can't accept it anymore. So he also said, and that was in 1798, this guy was saying this. He also said, people are ridiculous only when they try or seem to be that which they are not. So stop faking. Just be yourself. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Be authentic. Be you. And it comes right through when you're trying to put on airs that aren't natural to you. So also we have a civil rights activist who was born in 1941. His name was Stokely Carmichael. And he said, now then, in order to understand white supremacy, we must dismiss the fallacious notion that white people can give anybody their freedoms. Now, you get what he's saying. So nobody gave white people the authority to decide who does and who does not have freedom. So we must dismiss the fallacious notion that white people can give anybody their freedom. So we have to own that everybody needs to be free, and that we need to all come together and make sure that everybody has that as well. So he also said the first need of a free people is to define their own terms. Okay, so what does freedom mean to you? The next quote he said is, it seems to me that the institutions that function in this country are clearly racist, and they're built upon racism. Now, he was born in 1941. He's saying this in the 1960s. And there's really not enough that has been done with those institutions to completely uproot and take out their base, the functions built on racism. This is why we have issues that have persisted, because even though we recognized those issues 60 years ago, we didn't do anything to resolve them. We didn't uproot everything and start all over. We didn't redesign those systems. So this is what's going on in the country, and you can disagree with me, that's fine, but these are just some things that people have said in the past. Now, Oriana Fallaci, she was a journalist born in 1929, but she stayed relevant a long time. She was still talking about what's going on today. I'm not sure that she passed or not, but she was born in 1929. She said, the moment you give up your principles and your values, you are dead. Your culture is dead. Your civilization is dead, period. So remember to, no matter what's happening, and whether or not it's within your party or within your religion or within your community or within your nation or wherever you are, you have to have a strong sense of who you are, and your principles and your values and your ideals. And when those are challenged, you need to question everything. So since I was a child, I've been questioning anything and everything all the time, constantly. And it's made it very difficult for me to align myself with any specific group or religion or political party or anything like that, because you have to question everything. And once you're aligned with it, you can't just be blindly loyal to those titles. You have to always question everything. Otherwise, we become complacent and we become apathetic, and things don't improve and things don't get better, and we don't expect more of one another. So I have very strong principles and values within myself, and my values are about compassion, love, equality, unity, and us trying to build bridges, and to be able to reach out and work with one another. So thank you so much for watching my episode. National days, there's only 3. There's National Camera Day, so maybe take some pictures, That's how I would celebrate National Camera Day, is take some pictures. National Waffle Iron Day, so maybe for breakfast, it might be a little late for breakfast, but maybe you want chicken and waffles for dinner, okay? And it's also National Almond Butter Crunch Day, which is something I don't think I've ever had before, but it has its own day. It's kind of incredible. Like, for me, I keep thinking there should be national days for every color. Like, well, I did have a National Pink Day. Maybe there is a National Blue Day, or was that Father's Day? But, there should be all kinds of national days. There's so many dumb ones out there. It seems like there's a day for just about anything and everything. When's National Kombucha Day? Because I love kombucha. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching my show, and I know that I'm staying kind of hyper vigilant on what's going on and finding quotes that are relevant to today's zeitgeist and what's going on in our culture and in our world right now. But I love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned, because I've got a couple things in the works. Today I'll be doing an interview about my record that already came out, and my record that's going to be released later this month in July, on July 11th, with Jenny McNulty. So you can check out her. She's a comedian. I've never spoken to her before. We had a very miniature introduction chat last night, but we'll be talking about my music today. I'm her guest on her show. So check out Jenny McNulty and find out what's the haps. All right, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll talk to you tomorrow for quarantine episode number 99. And I'd love to hear your input. I'm thinking that for my 100th episode, I should make a compilation of best of, but I don't know anything about video editing, but I'll give it a shot, see if I can come up with something, but I don't know. Everything's on my YouTube, so we'll see what happens, but I'm trying to figure out how to make my 100th episode a little bit more exciting. My 50th episode, I have to say, was my favorite. That was the Twilight Zone episode, which was bomb. I loved how that one turned out. So, all right, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.